Start anthropology subjects today, and we will discuss the first biological parts of anthropology, and then we will move to the social and other like archaeological anthropology, and how we can study that. First we will discuss the human evolution and emergence of man. That means it is a biological part, and we will study the synthetic theory as well as theory of organic evolution, that is pre-darwinian, darwinian and post-darwinian. That means what Lamarck and Darwin, Charles Darwin gave the concept of theory of evolution, natural selection as well as variation, and use and disuse of this Lamarckian theory. Okay, and then we will move characteristics of primates and how primates are evolved and their characteristics. What are various characteristics which are very important? That means UPSC asked multiple types of questions related to characteristics of primates in the past, and what are primate adaptation and primate taxonomy, primate behavior, and what are various tertiary and quaternary fossil evidences. That means Pleistocene period. We will start Pleistocene period like Neanderthal man, Homo erectus. Okay, and it is living major primates, comparative anatomy of man and apes, which is very important. And UPSC asked from this topic, that means comparative anatomy of man and apes, in multiple times, and what are various skeletal change due to erect posture, and various implications of this. And next we will move to phylogenetic status, characteristics and geographical distribution of the following. That means we will study each and every topic thorough, like Pleistocene hominids in South and East Africa, Australopithecus. This you can see that that means hominin, Australopithecus. That this is the evolutionary features of only man. We will study man only in the context where the suffix or prefix termed as sin. That means hominini. Okay, hominin or hominini. This is the short form of study of man. And why is hominoidea? Like hominoidea is include hominoidea includes that means study of man as well as fossils of other apes. And next we will move what are Homo erectus and what is Homo erectus. Homo erectus man, what are various kinds that is found in Africa, Europe. That means Homo heidelbergensis, and Asia, Java man, China man, Pekinensis. China man is Pekinensis, Homo erectus Pekinensis. And then we will move to Neanderthal man. That they are two types. That means Lochapalux and classical type, and Mount Carmel progressive types. They will study thorough these topics. Rhodesian man, which is very important, asked multiple time in the past. And then Homo erectus. That means there are three types of Homo sapiens, such as Cromagnon, Grimaldi and Chancelede, and various types of these characteristic features from these three Homo sapiens genes. Okay, and next we will move and we will study in the next feature, that means prehistoric archaeology in the archaeological lecture. Okay, and next we will move in this lecture, that means human genetics and various application and methods of human genetics and various study of genetic principles in man family study. what are DNA technology and recombinant DNA technology. That means very important. Mendelian genetics in man family study and concept of genetic polymorphism and selection. This is the Mendelian principle or Mendelian population. What is this? And Hardy-Weinberg law we will study in the initial part of our lecture. And causes and changes which bring down frequency. That means frequency bring down like mutation, isolation, migration, selection, inbreeding, and genetic drift. These are also the causative factor of changing of micro and macro evolution. And next is consanguineous and non-consanguineous mating, genetic load, genetic effect of consanguineous and cousin marriages, chromosomes and chromosomal aberrations is the next topics in this physical part. Then we will study what are various numerical and structural aberrations. Aberrations means disorder. Sex chromosomal aberrations like Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome, and superfemale, that means triple X. Intersex and other syndromic disorders. And next, autosomal aberrations, autosomal chromosomes like 44 autosomal chromosomes in human being, and various aberrations or disorders like Down syndrome, Patau syndrome, Edward syndrome, and Cry-Duchard syndrome. These are various syndromes which are very important. And genetic imprints in human disease. What is genetic imprints? We will study genetic screening, genetic counseling, human DNA profiling, gene mapping, and gene study. And race and racism is very important, which is these topics are given in this syllabus is very broad, but we will study very thorough of race and racism, and what is race like and what is racism. This is cultural. This is a cultural. Racism means cultural theory, and race means biological concept. Okay, biological concept, and racism is cultural concept. Biological basis of morphological variation in non-metric and metric characters. We will study this. And age, sex, and population variation. Age, sex, population variations due to what? Due to genetic markers like AB, O blood group, RH blood groups, HLA. What is HLA? Okay, and transferenzium, blood enzymes. So these are very important as well. And what are various physiological characteristics like HB level, body fat, pulse rate, respiratory functions, and sensory perceptions in different cultural and socio-economic groups. Okay, and the concept and methods of ecological anthropology, biocultural adaptations, genetic and non-genetic factors, and man's physiological responses to environmental stresses like hot desert, cold desert, high altitude climate. Okay, and next is epidemiological anthropology, health and disease, infectious and non-infectious diseases, national deficiency related diseases. So these are various diseases which are very important. And next is concept of growth and development. This is very important chapter in given in the syllabus, and UPSC asked in this from this topic is multiple questions. That means stages of growth, prenatal, natal, and infant, childhood, adolescence, and maturity, senescence, and various factors affecting growth and development: environmental, biochemical, nutritional, cultural, and socio-economic, and various other factors which are affecting growth and development of human genetics, and aging and senescence, and what are various characteristics and various differences between age and senescence, what is termed as aging and what is termed as senescence. We will study, and these theories and observations we are going to biological and chronological longevity of aging and senescence, and what are various somatotypes and human physic, morphological characteristics, methodologies for growth studies. And next is menarche, menopause. These are very short topics which are very important. Okay, and various demographic theories like biological, social, as well as cultural demographic. demographies, and biological and social ecological factors influencing fecundity, fertility, and natality and mortality. These are four concepts which are very important in biological terms, like what are difference, very differences between fecundity, fertility, natality, and mortality. We will study on this, and it is the applications of anthropology, which is this is not a biological part, but we will study the forensic anthropology in this, and sports, yes, and applications of anthropology in various biological or cultural features, like sports is cultural, okay, nutritional anthropology, this is biological, and anthropology, this is also sorry, this is also cultural part, okay, and defense another equipment, forensic anthropology, this is the very important in forensic anthropology from this chapter, okay. So selectively we will study from this, and methods and principles of personal identification and reconstruction, okay, and DNA technology in disease and medicine, what are various DNA technology which are being performed during uh, present time, okay, and what are ongoing situations of DNA and recombinant DNA technology, that means very uh, scientist being discovering in this time. And next we will see the first chapter is human evolution and emergence of man. So we will study the factor responsible formation of fossilization. So what are various factors responsible, like geological perspective, in geological perspective, India don't have much fossils due to acidic soil. Yes, acidic soil. Due to acidic soil, India has no much fossils except Narmada man, Homo erectus, Narmada man. Okay, and various terminology of fossils, various terminology, like geological time scale. We will study geological time scale, right, like various eras, like Azoic era, okay, and archaeozoic and proterozoic, paleozoic and mesozoic, and then next we'll move cenozoic era, that are various apes and man, or age of mammals, we will see in this Cenozoic era. And next is Cenozoic era can be divided into multiple periods, like Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, and Holocene. And these periods are very important in geological time scale, because we will separate all these periods into multiple parts, which are given the clues of origin of various species types, like uh, the period of apes continued with apes, okay, and in Pliocene period Australopithecus was evolved, and Pleistocene period, most crucial fossils found in Pleistocene period. And then next we will move to Holocene period. Holocene is present time, and new microevolution happening in Holocene period, because Holocene period is ongoing with multiple number of periods earlier time change the macroevolution, but Holocene period in the present time is only and only the microevolution can be changed, either changed or not, but microevolution is not changing in the present time, okay. And then we will study about the Neanderthal and Neander where these fossils are found, like in Germany, okay, Homo neanderthalensis, that is man of Neanderthal, we will study, and various taxonomy of animal kingdoms we will study in the further topics, okay. And animal kingdom taxonomy, what are various taxonomy like phylum, chordata, non-chordata, and what are various chordata and non-chordata and its types like chordata types, vertebrates and non-vertebrates, and what are vertebrates classified into various types of ages like ages species like mammalia, okay, and mammalia like egg-laying mammals or euthoria, okay, and apes. Apes means birds like we will study apes and reptilia and amphibia like they species which are living in land as well as water, like amphibians like frog, okay, and fishes we will study fishes. These are various mammals, vertebrates species, not mammals but various species, vertebrate species, okay. And mammals, what are mammals? Mammals have been divided into at least 16 order. One of them is primates, okay. Mammal is primates is one of the 16th order of mammals, okay. And this primate, okay, and the primate can be divided into two suborder like prosimiae and anthropoids, okay. And prosimiae like primitive monkeys like loris, lemurs, tarsiers, and anthropoidea means higher primates like monkey, apes, man. And this is anthropoidea, okay. Anthropoidea, that means we are studying in this concept anthropoidea, okay. Anthropoidea, we will move to study of man and their ancestors or ape, or include other mammals, okay. And this anthropoidea is divided into Cercopithecus, three parts: Cercopithecus and Ciboidea and Hominoidea. These Ciboidea divided into next part, okay. That means this Ciboidea is known as new world monkeys, and Cercopithecus means old world monkeys. Old world monkeys like rhesus monkey, langur, and new world monkeys like spider monkey, okay, and are found in North and South America. And Cercopithecus old monkeys are found in rest part of the world instead of North and South America, okay. And next classification is hominoidea. In this classification, apes and men were found, and hominoidea is also divided into three families like Hylobatidae, Pongidae, and hominida, ठीक है, okay. Hominida, the DAE, okay. Hominida, we will study these apes and man, okay. This means that apes and man, and apes plus man, okay. Apes plus man, we will study like Hylobatidae, we will study gibbon, about gibbon, like one genus, okay, gibbon only. And Pongidae, three genus like chimp, gorilla, and orangutan, okay. Orangutan is man of the forest, okay. You will need to learn this. And hominoidea means Homo sapiens and Australopithecus were Homo Neanderthalensis and Australopithecus. We will study about these fossils, and these are fossils, okay. You should learn this. And these are orangutans, that means chimp, gorilla, and orangutans. These are living apes. We will study the Dryopithecus, okay, and Sivapithecus, Gigantopithecus. These are various living apes which are moving on the planet today. Okay, and we will study Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens, sapiens, this is a Homo sapiens. We will study Homo sapiens. This is Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens, 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 sapiens. This is the genus and this is the order primates. Okay, and we will study about Homo erectus. Homo erectus, what, where, how, and when evolved. Okay, and we will study of bone. We will do the study of bones, various bones like bones of skulls, like bones of skulls, mandible, cranium. Okay, cranium means like in cranium, that means one cavity is found, and cavity is cranial capacity. What cavity is the length and width as well as its height, that we will study about cranial capacity. And cranial capacity is about the size of the cavity, and this cranial capacity is filled with brain. What is the brain capacity and what is the size of the brain? We will uh, need to study the cranial capacity. That we will see the measurement of cranial capacity is cubic centimeter, and volume of cavity is what? Volume of brain. Okay, simply also called cranial capacity. And cranial capacity we will measure to this cranial capacity from into unit of cubic centimeter. It is measured in uh, cubic centimeter. Okay, yes, and we will study the various cranial capacity of the human skull head, like a human skull and its cranium part, like what is mandible, what is zygomatic, and what is orbit. Okay, and maxilla zygomatic, mastoid process is very important, and occipital. These are various bones which are surrounded by this skull face. Okay, like frontal bone is in the front side, and parietal in backward side, upper backward side, and uh, temporal bone is side of the skull, and occipital is backward side of the skull. And this is the occipital is various backward point on skull. Okay, and next we will learn the scapula. Okay, or phalanges. In phalanges, that means the various upper and lower size of the lower and upper size of the parts of the femur, like scapula, and lower part in pelvis, humerus in upper part, and femur in lower part. Okay, and radius ulna in upper part, tibia fibula in lower part, and waist. In waist, 8 bones are found, like carpals. Okay, in carpals, eight bones are found in wrist, not west but wrist. Okay, 8 bones you see very frequently, that we have one wrist. Okay, and they have 8 bones, like carpals, 8 bones, carpals. And in leg we will see the tarsals, 7 tarsals, that means they are called tarsals. And in hand or in wrist they are called carpals. Okay, and this is the part of phalanges, like the upper and lower extremities. Okay, and how we can study this anthropological part or biological part of anthropology paper first, like what is the name of terminology, and what is meaning of this. Okay, and species or subspecies of this part, and what is the time span of species evolution, and what are various geographical distribution, like in geographical distribution, we will separate this geographical distribution, that means who found, when found, and where found, and names of other places of these fossils evidences. And next is physical features and cultural features and evolutionary status, that means or phylogenetic status, evolutionary features as well as phylogenetic status. So we will study all these fossils evidences, like you see this, okay, a Pleistocene hominids, what are various South and East African hominids, like Australopithecus, okay, Australopithecus, you will see that various taxonomic status, like it is Australopithecus, various uh, lines of human evolution, like second uh, line of Australopithecus, and third line of Australopithecus. Okay, so we will study from this. Okay, and next is the shape or arrangement of teeth, like arcade. Okay, shape or arrangement of teeth is very important each and every human fossils evidence. Okay, and these teeth are divided into four subparts, like teeth, foci, incisors, canines, premolar and molar. Incisors are two teeth, and canines are one. Canine is one. Okay, and upper and lower. Canine is one, and premolar is two, and molar is three. And the teeth of man and for other fossil apes, like apes, we will study ape and man, and we will comparison between both these fossils, like man. In man there is a dental formula of man is 2 1 2 3, and in ape 2 1 3 3. Okay, like in man there is 32 teeth. Okay, and in ape there is 34 teeth. So you will need to differentiate between these two fossils are present human evolutionary features, like modern man. And vertical column we will see. Okay, vertical column, that means a vertical column is divided into five part, or yes, five part, like upper part, this is vertical column. Okay, and this is a vertical seven bones. Okay, and thoracic, that means this is thoracic. Okay, or dorsal or thoracic, and this is the lumbar region. Okay, and sacral, this is sacral. And next is the what next is uh, गोसाइगिल ठीक है. Okay, so this is the गोसाइगिल. Okay, you need to remember these all five part of vertical column. Okay, and next we will study the primates, what is various primate characteristics, and what is the various uh, evolutionary and primate taxonomy of this primate. Okay, and primate is what primates concept was given by an anthropologist, Mauver. Okay, you should remember Mauver in 1873. This is year, that is very important, you should learn this, you should remember. Okay, and we will see the definition of primates, and definition of primates will show the various characteristics of primates, like ungulate, claviculate, placental mammals with orbits encircled by bone, three kinds of teeth at least at one stage of life, and brain with a posterior lobe and calcarine fissure, the innermost digits or at least one pair of extremities opposable. One pair of extremities opposable, like in pelvic bones. Upper part is one extremity and lower part is another extremity, so two pairs of extremities, at least one pair, oh sorry, not two pair, one pair of extremities opposable, one is upper and one is lower. Okay, and hallux with a flat nail or none. Hallux with a flat nail or hallux means this is the foot toes nail. Okay, or none. So, and well developed cecum and penis pendulous, testes scrotal and always two pectoral mammae. So these this is the pure definition of primate, and we will see the various characteristics of primate based on this definition. And this definition is very important. If you remember the chronological part, you will see the various characteristics, you will found that, and you want to be remember the extra part of the characteristics of primate. Okay, and next is the primates have two no, we will see the primates order or various division of order, suborder, superfamily and family. Like we have seen this. Okay, that means what are order of primate and suborder, like prosimiae and anthropoidea. Okay, and superfamily anthropoidea is divided into three parts, and family is hominoidea is divided into three parts, and genus is what? Genus like Australopithecus and Homo or Homo erectus. Okay, so these are the various stages of human evolutionary features. And we will see the which man belongs. No, this is the okay. And animal kingdom, how we can differentiate this man into animal kingdom. And we will see the unicentric versus multicentric debate between various anthropologists and various biologists, that what is the unicentric versus what is the multicentric debate among the anthropologists. And various anthropologists define this multicentric and unicentric debate because Darwin said that the origin of man was from Africa, and he supported the unicentric theory of evolution, but later the neo-Darwins trusted this and gave the out of Africa theory, because Darwin's when in his book Descent of Man, that he opened that majority of apes lived in Africa, so we must look for our ancestors in Africa. Neo-Darwins trusted this and gave out of Africa theory, that this is the unicentric debate. But when development of molecular biology resulted in reinforcing this debate, that what is how we can study or is it true that unicentricism is actual theory, or it is twisted into the multicentric debate. So first study in this regard was published by Ken et al. In 1987, which concluded after studying mitochondrial DNA that mother of sapiens lived in Africa between 0.29 million years ago to 0.14 million years ago. But Kramer in 1991 published an article in American Journal of Physical Anthropology, and on the basis of the study of mandible, mandible was discovered from Sangiran. Sangiran present in Java and came out this concept with multicentric theory of evolution. So Kramer in 1991 published an article in American Journal of Physical Anthropology and said the mandible of Java man or Sangiran in Java, the birth of Homo erectus, that means Java man. Okay, and he concluded that this is the theory, pure supported the multicentric debate that which Darwin said that the mother of ape lived in Africa, so he supported the unicentric debate. But after Kramer's study in 1991 in American Journal of Physical Anthropology, that mandible was found in Sangiran Java. So he come out of this multicentric theory of evolution. So this is the very beautiful concept regarding the multicentric and unicentric debate. Further, Simons and Smith have studied all the discovered fossils and published in current anthropology in support of multicentric theory of evolution. So you should remember, first give the concept of various anthropologists gave the concept on the basis of Darwin's man of species or the descent of man. Okay, descent of man and out of Africa theory given by neo Darwinians. Okay, and Ken et al. 1987 studied concluded that study of after various study on the development of molecular biology. Ken et al. 1987 concluded that after studying mitochondrial DNA, that mother of sapiens lived in Africa between 0.29 million years ago to 0.14 million years ago. But Kramer's study in 1991, he concluded that the mandible which are found in Sangiran Java, and he concluded that how Homo erectus or Java man evolved from not in Africa but Africa, that means Homo Heidelbergensis. No, Heidelbergensis not. That means African, like Paranthropus. This is the Homo erectus Paranthropus. Okay, was found in Africa, but Homo erectus Javanicus, this is found in Sangiran Java. And based on this, Kramer concluded that the multicentric theory of evolution is happened, and after this various anthropologists like further Simons and Smith have studied all the discovered fossils and published in current anthropology in support of multicentric theory of evolution. But further, Nell and Leucids 1989 on the basis of study of 148 genetic marker have come out in support of the unicentric theory of evolution and unicentric theory of evolution of Ken et al. Because Ken et al. In 1987 said, or after study of molecular biology, after study of mitochondrial DNA, he concluded that the mother of sapiens lived in Africa. Okay, and this is the Ken et al. Supported the unicentric debate of Darwin's theory of human evolution, and debate is still continuing in today as well. But one thing is certain, that is oldest fossils of erectus have been discovered from Asia. Yes, oldest fossil This is the Javanicus. Okay, Java man was oldest uh, fossils of erectus have been discovered from Asia. Yes, if sapiens developed from erectus, erectus, we will see the next part when we will move to study the what are various stages of evolution of man from the Australopithecus, well, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and after Homo erectus, Neanderthalensis goes to the other evolutionary biology, rather than it is the ancestor of modern man or Homo sapiens. If sapiens developed from erectus, which is undebatable, then Asia must be another center of human evolution with Africa. Okay, but this conclusion is tentative till more fossils are discovered from region which are various study being ongoing, debatable, various study being ongoing, various studies being going on. Okay, going on, studied of various fossils evidences. Okay, and we will see the various fossils evidences and their characteristics, like various characteristics of fossil characteristics of African Homo erectus, okay, Neanderthal man, and Homo erectus pekinensis man. So these are various characteristics or physical features as well as cultural features of these fossil apes or man. Okay, and next we will move Rhodesian man, Homo sapiens. Like Homo sapiens, there are three types of Homo sapiens, we will study Cromagnon, Grimaldi, and Chancelede. Okay, and the various evolutionary tree of these fossils evidences. Okay, we will move in the next evidence, like Australopithecus. It is the South and East African hominid. Okay, and what is the meaning of Australopithecus? That means ape of the south. This is known as Australopithecus in the name of Australia. You should remember. You can remember for this mnemonics that Australia is in south. Okay, so you should remember that Australia in south. That means Australopithecus means ape of the south. Okay, ape of the south. Okay, yeah, and species is what? Australopithecus africanus and Australopithecus africanus and Australopithecus afarensis. Okay, Australopithecus africanus and two line ancestor. We will study Australopithecus into two line ancestor species and three line ancestor species, that not Paranthropus but Australopithecus afarensis, Australopithecus robustus, and boise. We will study on all these fossils of Australopithecus, like Australopithecus ramidus is here. Okay, ramidus is here. Then next alamensis, Australopithecus alamensis move to next, and robustus part is here, robustus, and boise part is here. Okay, this is the three line of Australopithecus variation, and variation between species is observed. So it is divided into two famous, gracile and robustus. This is gracile as well as gracile man and robust man, and this is the robust man having more stronger bone than this is gracile. Okay, and time span of this Australopithecus is 5.5 to 1.8 million years ago. So you should remember this timeline, okay, because this timeline is very important for the framing of questions of any anthropological fossils. And what are various distribution, Australopithecus fossils found in various places like Taung in South Africa, and year in 1924 found by Raymond, discovered by Raymond, okay, in 1924, you should remember. And other places like Lake Chad and Hadar Valley in Ethiopia, Olduvai Gorge, and Lake Toli in Kenya, okay. So then Tanzania, not Kenya, but Tanzania, okay. Hadar in Ethiopia, Lake Chad in Chad, okay. And Olduvai Gorge is Hadar is Sudan, okay. Hadar is in Sudan, and Olduvai Gorge is in Ethiopia, and Lake Toli in Kenya. So you should remember these places and its countries location, okay. And the Taung is the site of Australopithecus fossils is in South Africa. And distribution of Australopithecus in African subcontinent. Various physical features of this Australopithecus, like brain, cranial capacity of Australopithecus ranges from 375, okay, you should remember this, 375 to 775. And we can see the average of this Australopithecus cranial capacity is 450 or 475. One second. Okay, 375 to 775 cubic centimeter, and it is less developed than man, okay. So you should remember, but much more developed than ape in early time. And after ape there is the Australopithecus fossil were found, and parts of the brain erected with various sights and speech were much more developed of this Australopithecus. And various emergence of forehead. What is the shape of forehead? Like in general, animal face is continued into head without distinct forehead. Continued into head. Like this is the animal forehead, okay. Animal forehead, this is the animal forehead, okay. And the Australopithecus forehead appears in forehead appears, but it is slanting backward. This is the slanting backward, okay. Slanting backward, and become somewhat, we can say, vertically structured. This is the vertically structured, okay. Vertically structured, you should remember, this is the Australopithecus forehead, okay. This is the vertically erected, okay, slightly backward side, okay. And this is the backward side, okay. So you should remember, this is the backward side, okay. This is the Australopithecus forehead, and become somewhat vertically structured in Homo erectus, and convex in Homo sapiens. So you should remember, Australopithecus had animal-like forehead, while Homo erectus is vertically structured like this, okay, like this. And Homo sapiens is various prominent like this, okay, like this. So you should remember. And mastoid process mastoid process of Australopithecus. Mastoid process is what? Mastoid process is this, this is the skull part. Okay, and so this is the ear, this is the ear, and mastoid portion just behind the ear, just behind ear. Okay, this is the mastoid process. And mastoid process in Australopithecus is inverted pyramidal. Okay, inverted pyramidal shaped structure just behind the ear, emerged in Australopithecus, fully emerged in Homo erectus. Fully emerged, this is the pyramidal shape structure just behind the ear, emerged in Australopithecus, and it is fully immersed, fully mastoid process emerged in Homo erectus, okay, but not in Australopithecus. So you should remember. And skull bone, because of small cranial capacity and prognathism in Australopithecus, skull in first skull in does not appear different from apes. This is the skull of ape. Oh, okay, see, this is the skull of ape. Okay, this is the skull of ape, and skull of Australopithecus does not different from each other. So similarity between Australopithecus skull and apes are similar. Okay, and presence of supraorbital torus differentiate from man. Supraorbital torus means this is the supraorbital torus, like here. Yes, this is the man's. Okay, one second. This is the man's cranial part. Okay, and here the supraorbital torus located. Okay, and it is differentiate from the Australopithecus and man. Mastoid process put for foramen magnum. This is the foramen magnum where cavity is located. Foramen magnum placement forward. Okay, and teeth particularly small and parabolic arcade. So this is very important, that is Australopithecus. Yes, this is the man's teeth. Okay, this is man's teeth, and this is the Australopithecus teeth. Okay, Australopithecus teeth, and these are ape's teeth. Okay, these are ape's teeth. These are ape's teeth. Okay, so this is the Australopithecus, this is man teeth, and this is ape teeth. Okay, so these are various large canine found in ape. Okay, and various small canine found in Australopithecus as well as man. Okay, so you should remember. Linea spera, the elongated S-shaped projection at the back of femur emerged in Australopithecus, fully emerged in Homo erectus. Okay, so linea spera, you should remember. Linea spera is what? Linea spera is this is the femur part. Okay, okay, this is femur part. Yes, this is femur part. This is the head. Okay, okay, so this is the head, and this is the linear. This is the lineal aspera. Lineal aspera. Okay, linear aspera, here it is located near linear aspera. Okay, mastoid and linear aspera are direct evidence of bipedalism, because when we will study the Neanderthal man, okay, Neanderthal man like here, Lachapal extant, classical type, and Mount Carmel progressive type. This is called as Western European Neanderthal, West Europe Neanderthal, and this is called East Europe or Asian Neanderthal. Okay, East European Neanderthal. Western European Neanderthal, you watched a movie that is called Narnia. One role play by man that girl met him with will enter in his the kingdom. Okay, enter in his kingdom, that he met a man that his legs structure hit his lower extremity structure like half part of a man and half part of an animal. Okay, so his legs like uh, a deer's leg. Okay, like he had like a deer's leg. Okay, uh, so because of deer's leg, why? Because of mastoid process in linear aspera is not much developed in australopithecus and australopithecus. So because of this linear aspera not developed, and it is gets backward or bent section. So due to bent section, australopithecus is not uh, much more bipedal sowing. Okay, much more bipedal sowing process. So because australopithecus had showed the bipedalism, but evidence of bipedalism is found that Australopithecus has linear aspera and mastoid process is less developed. So because of this, the Australopithecus walking walked like uh, half animal and half man. Okay, so you should remember this. Okay, and various cultural features, like cultural features of this australopithecus, like hunting. Leakey is anthropologist or archaeologist. Leakey in Olduvai Gorge of this Ethiopia found many small bones of animals which were bone marrow broken to take out bone marrow. Okay, this is the bone marrow were found in Olduvai Gorge site. Okay, and some primitive tools made by first hominids have also been found here, like some primitive tools like flakes. Okay, and flakes, hand axe, and various shapes of stone tools are found there. Okay, and these are made by first hominid australopithecus. Okay, and so hominids of Olduvai Gorge are meat eater because of stone tools, and various primitive tools are found in Olduvai Gorge site. Okay, so we will see that australopithecus was a meat eater. According to Raymond Dart, who studied first fossils of first fossils of Australopithecus in 1924. So Raymond Dart, Raymond Dart said, instead of stone tools that of Australopithecus are used less frequently. He used bones. Okay, he used bones, teeth, and horns of bigger animals. Teeth, bones, and horns of bigger animal. So we can say, if bigger animal that found in the site, and it was evidence that the uh, bigger size of animals hunted by Australopithecus, that we see that he was a first uh, line of man that hunted the large animal. And we will see the study of while we study the Paleolithic period or Mesolithic period, we are often frequently see that the large animal were hunting only Paleolithic period or Mesolithic period. While Paleolithic period time period is what? 0.2 million years. No, 2 million years. Sorry, 2 million years to 0.010 million years. Okay, like 10,000 years. Okay, 10,000 BC mean 10,000 years ago. Okay, so this is the we see that the Australopithecus tools were found. That means horns, okay, large animal horns, bone tools, as well as the stone tools, okay, and teeth, various teeth found in that site. That we is called. These tools are called osteodontoceramic. Okay, so these are osteodontoceramic tools. Raymond Dutt said this. And what is the other cultural parts like division of labor? If Australopithecus was bipedal hunter, he must be having division of labor to kill animals with small tools. Okay, he had small tools like harpoons is hand axe, okay, hand axe and cleavers are etc. Okay, so he hunted animals with small tools. Okay, secondly, delayed eruption of teeth and less developed brain. Delayed eruption of teeth and the less developed brain at birth made children dependent on mother. That means if children had less brain or less developed brain, so we can say that children were much dependent on mother, and it increases its dependence on male and leads to division of labor. So division of labor means father, we can say father will go to hunt animal, okay, and mother collect what? Mother collect forest produce, and children were often indulging in small playing games like small hunting games, or like gatherer of food with their mother. Okay, so Leakey et al. Found semicircular wall-like structure. Semicircular wall-like structure that shows early sign of definite home of Australopithecus. Okay, and this is according to Sherman. In the absence of large canines and without the knowledge of use of power, Australopithecus can't be professional. Like Sherman found that if absence of large canine or without knowledge of use of power of Australopithecus, so he cannot be professional hunter because he had not the large canine, and he had used his knowledge to hunt animal and use of his power. So we can say he is not he can't be a professional hunter. He could at best be scavenger. Okay, not best hunter, scavenger, okay, or hunter of small animal. He can hunt small animal but not large animal. Hence, we could be easy. Yes, he could be a easy prey to carnivores. Okay, like tiger can attack over him and can be killed by tigers, and therefore living on trees in groups could be the integral part of living of early hominoids, early hominid or early hominoid. Okay, and we will see the evolutionary status of Australopithecus in the next lecture. Okay, so this is the first part of anthropology or physical anthropology, that we will study the fossil evidences of various Homo sapiens ancestors, as well as his man, ultimate man. Okay, and so we will study in the next lecture, that means evolutionary status of Australopithecus, and we will move further next in the next lecture, that means Homo erectus. It is very broad topic that we will study. Okay, so don't worry, we will cover each and every topic within time bound manner. Okay, so we will end the this anthropology up to December 2024. Okay, so within 2 months we will finish this anthropology lectures. All lectures will be uploaded in my YouTube channel, so you should stick the study of anthropology for your optional subject. Okay, so because the optional subject is very important when it comes to the excess of marks in means. Okay, so it will decide your rank as well as your cadre. So thank you for watching. We will meet next lecture. Till then, have a great day.